Find the wrong car. Visit us today at Power Honda and Classic Honda. I can't remember the last time I had to worry about what my mouth looked like. Because I'm more worried about what other people think of me. How do you feel after you've had your teeth done is incredible. If anybody's on the fence to go to New Teeth Man, it has been a lifesaver for me. It's been a life changer for me. And I feel comfortable. I feel great. I'm excited about the future. At New Teeth Now, we're honored to change lives in New This holiday season, we're grateful for every smile we help restore. From all of us at New Teeth Now, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. The December to Remember sales event continues at Lexus of Winter Park and Lexus of Orlando, where you can get a 2026 NX250 for just $449 a month. Come see our great selection today at either location. 1-800-VIEW-LEXUS. Look at the water. Look at the water. I'll be honest, that is what I was looking at. So if you know anyone in your life who is Gen Z, or maybe you are Gen Z, you've certainly heard this trend that most people in Gen Z, I believe the latest number is 57%, feel that being a content creator is a viable life choice. And I say viable as in you can pay your bills by doing this. And the trend that I've noticed is a lot of people posting the fact that they tried content creating and it just didn't work out. And they're sharing online their stories about how they tried it, and then they realized that they weren't making enough to sustain their bills, to pay their bills, and to feed themselves, and so they had to go back to 9 to 5 jobs. Now, I don't know if that's because you really Hi, Copy Warrior. It's too difficult a job to really do that well, or if maybe they're just choosing Merry Christmas content to create. But our guest who's joining us now, Sarah Gab, is in the same boat. She was a ballerina, and then she decided she was going to be content creator, and now she's back to a 9 to 5. I'm not sure how she feels about that or what her experience is, but we're going to find out now. Sarah Gab, welcome to TNT Live. Hi there. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you. I really am excited to talk to you about this because I hear this. I've heard it from some people in my family who are Gen Z, and they feel this way. And they're still trying to figure out how to create their content that's going to make them money. But tell us about your experience, what you were doing, and how it worked out. Yeah, so I am Gen Z. I'm 25, so I've been to this demographic pretty well. Basically, I left my job as a professional ballerina during the pandemic when everything kind of shut down. And I started posting on social media. I never really anticipated it to be a career. I didn't really think that was a thing. Little did I know, it kind of turned out to be more than I expected, and I was able to start a business. So it worked out pretty well, but just at some point I got pretty burnt out, and so I ended up taking a 9 to 5 job, and that's where I am now. You said you felt burnt out by it. Why? Is there a pressure to post a certain amount every day? I'm sure you got every single post you are looking at. You're looking at your engagement, and it's got to feel, I would imagine, like sort of life or death, right? Like you post something, they think it's going to do well, and then nobody's engaged with it, and you got to start thinking, oh, hell, that's not going to pay any bills. That's pretty much exactly how it goes, right? It's going to go up 24/7. So I started to notice myself, filming things more than I was enjoying. Making a spring roll. And at some point, I started to think, like, is this really what I want to do full time forever? And then beyond that as well, the money that you make with content creation, if that's kind of your only thing, it can be really varying from month to month. You don't really have any level of stability. I was able to build a business in it, so I was able to have a little bit more stability than the average content creator, but yeah, it can get a little tricky. Hi, Mom. Start with it. I started a social media agency, so I was managing Instagram pages and YouTube channels for different businesses and brands, and that's kind of still what I do. Well, it's still what I do to this day as my 9 to 5 job. So I don't regret content creation because it definitely led me to where I am now. And it seems like you decided that the coaching is more steady work, I guess, right? And that means you have a more steady income from it, and that's why you decided to go that way. Exactly. By the time it's a lot feeling harsh there, not the same.
Cilantro got a strong taste.
And so with my 9 to 5 job, because I do work a corporate job now.
I like cilantro. I'm just saying it's not the same as parsley.
And I make their YouTube videos.
Me too. I like
So I have
cilantro.
that element of content creation, but in a stable way instead of like my paycheck varying every month. Was that the biggest challenge for, there are people whose accounts you're managing, and I'm sure will ask you what they can expect. What is the biggest pitfall? Is it the fact that it is just, you have no idea from month to month what you're gonna be making? I think it depends, because for a lot of content creators, like that is very difficult. But I think one of the things that's a little more challenging, especially for beginners, is the consistency aspect of it. It can be really hard, I think more challenging than most people think.
Yeah, but we already
To,
have
like,
carrots.
show yourself on the camera every single day, I'm sure you know that. I think that's kind of just the thing that people don't really think about.
Because you're there. Kita mo lang.
Easy, and then, they realize they're not getting paid for it, and they're spending a ton of time doing it.
Did you give her food this morning?
Yeah, I give her.
Okay.
You also just
Give her water.
and I think that's part of the anxiety that people must have in, okay, I'm gonna show everybody whatever I'm doing, whatever aspect of my life.
What you doing?
But they're also gonna judge you, and there's no way you can, it is your job, so you're gonna be looking at the comments. It's not like you can just put it up and be like, I'm not gonna look at the comments. And the internet is a pretty brutal place. Definitely. Being any sort of like public figure or creator or anything like that lends itself to negative comments. Like it happens, and that can be really challenging. It can affect certain things like, brand deals and whether a brand wants to work with you, things like that. That for me as to why I definitely is an element, and it's kind of like you have to shut your eyes to it and just realize that it's part of it. Yeah. So overall, 9 to 5 job or content creator? Let's assume that content creating was paying those people. Which would you prefer? I don't know. I think at this point in my life, I'm really happy with the 9 to 5 job just because of the stability aspect. Like that's the job I'm in right now. I guess it doesn't mean that I'm closed up to it in the future, like to do something that's more freelance or business owner. But I guess for me right now, like I like being able to like end it at 5 p.m. and like. Thank you so much for joining us. All your jobs, your 9 to 5, your social media management, and your content creator. Thank you so much. I appreciate being here. All right, thanks. Nicki Minaj has someone coming to her defense after her appearance at the Turning Point USA conference. We got
Madikit tong animal na to.
surprisingly, she is defending her. I just don't get the logic behind why people are upset. Right back.
Madikit tong balat nito.
And you don't want to miss the savings. Like in 2025 ES350, finance rates as low as 2.49%. Come see us in person or visit us online. Lexus of Winter Park or LexusOfOrlando.com. You know what I'm talking about.
Linit na ano na to.
Even the most minimal car accident is the subject. For starters, you don't have your car. You're fighting with an
Yung
insurance
pinakaayaw ko
company.
lang ng sibuyas.
Or it's been a total loss and you're without a vehicle. From beginning to end, it can be
Yung
very
dikit na ang ano niya.
everything we can to relieve that stress. We try to carry all of that
Umiiyak na
on
ako.
our shoulders, and our clients appreciate it. When you can make a difference in someone's life, you keep doing it. The More to Move You sales event continues at Classic Mazda in Orlando, where every vehicle is clearly marked with our best price for lease the 25 Mazda CX-5 2.5 for only $209 per month, recurring months. Plus, get the new 25 CX-5 Turbo. CX50 cash loan for only 0.9% for 72 months. No payments for
Umiiyak na ako.
Visit us today at Classic.
Matulo na yung luha ko.
Asian Movie back launch most exciting sale of the year. It's the
Ah, nito.
0, 0, 0 tip. That's zero installation cost. Zero months down. Zero payments with no interest up to a year.
Your hometown Jacuzi team makes getting their dream back a breeze.
Whoa, what more? That's right. Folks call us every day with worn-out showers and outdated styles and colors. Cracked tiles and wood. They're ready for an upgrade.
They can also make
Oh, you bet. And they love the jacuzzi is such a trusted name. They know when we convert that old tub to an easy entry shower, they'll put a safer, more luxurious bathroom in just one day.
one day.
to know weeks-long construction tests. Exactly.
Natutuluan talaga ng luwa tong animalista to.
It's a genuine Yakuza style and affordable price. You need it.
Ano ba niya panigat?
Call 800-909-9794. That's 800-909-9794. Call now.
At Lexus of Winter Park and Lexus of Orlando, it's the December to Remember sales event, and you don't want to miss the savings. Like a 2025 VS350, just $429 a month, and we have a great selection. Come see us or call 1-800-NEW-LEXUS.
So Nicki Minaj has someone coming to her defense after her trip to Arizona over the weekend after turning 20% confidence. You know, there's some people, some bars, non-bars, who are questioning why Nicki is suddenly getting really political and
Ayaw ko na.
by her own words, expressing full admiration for President Trump, for Vice President Vance, and she and Erica Kirk appear to be besties, by Erica's words and Nicki's. So we have her here in LA, and at the RNC that had this to say about Nicki's choice. And not surprisingly, she is defending her, but she's also questioning why people are coming after Nicki and still wondering why they came after her so hard.
What do you make of everything? Her coming out with Erica Kirk yesterday.
I think she did a great job. An amazing job.
I saw you go. Okay. So, I think she should be getting as much.
In a free country, she has the right.
She would have more strength.
But it's not that stuff. I get what Amber was trying to say, but unfortunately for her, we're reading a culture where who you associate with matters. So she might, Nicki Minaj from Amber, they might not have to directly say anything that's anti-LGBT for people who still get mad, but they're standing next to someone who's making policies that are heavily affecting the community.
It's also it never comes off well when you say, I have friends or I have employees who are part of whatever group. It always sounds a little, you're walking a line there.
Yeah.
Hey, so my name is Jacob. I am based here in Atlanta, Georgia. I think this story is interesting because Amber Rose has always been open about her political views, and Nicki is no stranger to controversy. And so when we're looking at Amber's response, it doesn't surprise me at all. If I'm being honest, and Nicki's engagement in the conversation doesn't surprise me. If you've been following her recent discourse on Twitter, which I have, what's more interesting to me is actually the response of the bars. So there's three different movements happening. There's one movement that people are completely stepping away from Nicki Minaj. There's the second movement where people are saying, okay, I'm going to separate the artist from the music. And we've heard that before, right? And then you have a third group that's a little bit more radical. They are denouncing the Democratic Party and stepping away. And that pretty much signals to us they would rather step away from the Democratic Party than step away from being involved. And this made the entire discourse around situations pretty much just shows the debate for democracy, right? We have a lot of different opinions to this. We have to have the discourse. And that's just the basis of our community. And so I think it'll be interesting to see what's going to come of this because, like I said, you've been following Nicki. I think she's just getting started. Nicki's going to do what Nicki has always done. And I think the story here is actually how people are going to react.
Yeah, it seems like you're going to see Nicki getting more involved. Remember, next year is an election year, so will she actually find candidates that she is going to go out and very vocally support? There is an artist who's getting a huge boost and being introduced to the world thanks to President Obama and his rap. This is the kind of thing that he does at the end of the year. shares with his followers all of his favorite songs of the year, favorite movies, books, and put out on his list, he had about 30 songs. And it was pretty deep on some of these because one of the artists he featured there is an R&B singer named Ro, and her song Stay. Now, guess what? We got Ro out here in LA, and we asked her what this had done for her, what it was like to find out that she was on the list.
Let me find out Obama has amazing artists. So yeah, that was really great Christmas gift.
How was your mom's reaction?
My mom was like screaming. She was just like, I told you this is my baby's year. You know, the mom thing. Yeah, she's like my number one supporter. So.
What a really cool moment for her in her career. And I gotta say, like I said, he went so deep on this. We talked to Eric, our music expert here. I do a music podcast, Get to the Hook, check out. But Eric hadn't heard of Ro either. And I listened to the song, I like it.
He thinks he has been influenced by his daughters. I would not be surprised if his daughters were the one that turned him on to this music. The rest of his list.
Almost here, and Matt Duffert, who wrote, created, and directed Stranger Things, you gotta imagine he's feeling some pressure, right? We got Matt Duffert out at LAX, and asked him how he's feeling about it.
Helping children in need is the spirit of the season. Hi, I'm Amy Kaufeld. Cannonball Kids Cancer is a special organization. Cannonball Kids Cancer funds innovative research to find better cures to treat childhood cancers. For more information, go to fox35orlando.com. Spirit of the season.
I called Morgan & Morgan, pick up the telephone, you feel like you have a friend that understands.
They really are for everyone they represent. They take us in as family. My experience was very personal. My attorney was right there at every step of the way. I felt like she was really concerned about me.
The team I had was like family. We kind of became friends. They're the biggest injury law firm, but they're also like family, and they're just doggone nice.
Get ready. New Year's starts early at Rooms to Go on Friday, December 26th. Shop the Rooms to Go New Year's Day. Get beautiful new furniture starting Friday, bring in 2026 in style. Decorate your home and get big savings on an amazing selection of living rooms, bedrooms, dining rooms, kids' rooms, patio furniture, and some brand mattresses. Usher in the new year, great furniture at better prices starting Friday at Rooms to Go.
My father had 2 heart attacks and is missing half of one of his lungs from smoking. It really makes me regret ever starting. I don't want to be in a wheelchair with oxygen machine behind me. I want to quit and be healthy. I want to be able to be there with my children. Take their life to the fullest.
Visit tobaccofreeflorida.com to find free resources to help you go away.
I was in the background, and Attorney Dan Newman got me a check for $500,000.
As one of the largest personal injury law firms in the United States, my team and I remain committed, more than ever, to win big on your case. Involved in a car accident? Let's get started. Call me at 407-888-8000. That's 407-888-8000.
And that money is really going to help me. Thank you.
It's the most wonderful time of the year at Pollard Honda and Classic Honda in Orlando. Happy Honda Days. For a limited time, lease the 2026 Honda Civic LX with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto for only $117 per month. Plus, lease the 2026 Honda CR-V LX two-wheel drive for only $191 per month. Our associates are always commission-free, and with our 5-day
Ouch.
money-back guarantee, you can't buy the wrong car. Visit us today at Pollard Honda and Classic Honda.
The sizes of your weather we're on it depend on the Fox 35 Sword team.
All right, it is almost here. Not Christmas. I mean, yes, that is almost here also. But I'm talking about the Stranger Things finale, the big finale coming up next week. 3 new episodes that are dropping on Christmas Day. And Matt Duffer, one half of the brothers who produced, wrote, created, directed Stranger Things, all 5 seasons, you got to imagine he's feeling some pressure, right? Because when you have a show as popular as Stranger Things, and then you get into the finale, everyone wants so many things to happen, and you're never going to satisfy everybody. So how do you actually write something that you're going to feel satisfied about? We got Matt Duffer out at LAX and asked him how he's feeling about it. Obviously, they've had it in the can, it's been done. But now that the show's aired, the season has started, there's a lot of expectation from the fans. How do you deal with that? This is what he had to say leading up to next week's big finale.
Did you feel it? Because it's such a beloved show and, ending their would think that? I mean, yeah. Well, you did work. It's yeah. But we're really happy with it. We didn't want to restart. We'll find out. I hope so. We're stoked. You gonna have any leave to celebrate it? I'm gonna go see. I'm gonna go to watch in the theater. Oh, sweet surprise! Which theater? Okay. I'll be in Los Angeles. So.
As a Stranger Things fan, we're all focused on this finale. I'm definitely going to see it in theaters. I'm fingers crossed that it's really big and surprising my
You're going on New Year's Eve. You're gonna go
Definitely.
New Year's Eve night, or you're just gonna go like a matinee?
Well, honestly, it might have to be the day after. I feel like going out on New Year's and then celebrating the first day of the big year, hungover in a theater.
Problem now with these shows, because it's so popular and so much, how are you gonna avoid the spoiler? Go the day that comes out.
I'm pretty good at doing spoilers. You just have to stay up to the
Oh, that's easy.
This is Elva Michelle coming from Atlanta, and I am really excited about the Stranger Things finale. I'm just hoping that it's going to be one of those things
Kulang pala.
for years, and then disappointed. Fans like myself are going to be disappointed and going to the movie theater. Maybe like she said after the day after,
I
but
will say, if you don't see it on New Year's Eve, you know that somebody's gonna make a, you're gonna stay home on New Year's Eve. Because if you watch anything, someone's gonna make a reference to it. So, that's exactly it. That being said, it's the holidays, like the nutcracker ballet, and you can't have a ballet without seeing the legend, right? Yes, you can. This makes almost no sense. The singing of symphony was not the nutcracker, and no notice at the time of year, and features Tony Hawk.
I was driving down the road, the truck turned right in front of me. There was nothing I could do about it. I hit the brakes, smashed right into the truck.
My husband was hurt, and I knew we were going to need a very good lawyer. So we decided to call attorney Dan Newman, and that was our best decision. This team really went to that for us. We got my husband $850,000.
Involved in a car accident? Call me now at 407-888-8000. Thanks, Dan.
The More to Move You Said event continues at Classic Honda in Orlando, where every day is clear market our best price first. Lease the 25 Mazda CX-5 2.5S for only $209 per month for 36 months. Plus, get the new 25 CX-5 Turbo with special 1.9% APR for 72 months and no payments for 90 days. Or get a new 25 CX-50 Caddy Palm for only 0.9% for 72 months with no payments for 90 days. Visit us today at ClassicMazda.com.
The road is a wild place. It's a joy I love her. That's like the rest of Snapchat. This one has a joy Snapchat based on your mind. So you're still ready for some nice these days? What? Is there something wrong with my hair?
I call Morgan because of how large of a firm it is. They're the biggest injury law firm, and they trust me to really take things done. I wanted to fight for myself. I felt like my lawyer was fighting for me the whole time.
They weren't gonna take guts from my employer.
I didn't want to call a small lawyer who the insurance company would stand a better chance of winning against. Morgan fought very hard, and finally I'm here standing.
No, it's closed. What about my letter? Hey, Alexis, call Uncle Brian.
The North Pole.
The noise measuring season is how it makes you feel. The December to Remember sales event.
Get special offers on select Lexus NX models.
As a waitress, you're running all over the place. Look, it's a 4 to 6 hour shift. And you're in phone the whole time, that seems like an eternity. I was just aching. My feet were throbbing. I was just genuinely hurting. I kind of lost hope. And then I saw the good food store and I decided to stop it. When I went in there, that's when everything changed.
Kulang
My
yung
name
ano
is
ba?
Kristen, and that's my good food
Yung
store.
carrots.
Free personalized art support fitting at the Good Food Store.
Well, nothing says it's the holidays like the Nutcracker Ballet, and you can't have a ballet without skating legend, right? Yes, you can. I think this makes almost no sense, except that it happened down in San Diego. The San Diego Symphony was putting on the Nutcracker, as one does at this time of year, and it features Tony Hawk, of all people. How does this work? How do you have them working together? I mean, look, everyone clearly came expecting this. It's on the poster, and when you sit down and look at the stage, suddenly
The thing is, Charles, I mean, everyone has seen the Nutcracker. I think we can all agree that one thing that was missing from that TX performance was always Tony Hawk. And so now we finally get that.
he said, I think it's in costume too. Like,
He said his daughter actually wanted to do it, and he was like, I don't really know what I'm going to do here, but they were able to put up a quarter pipe, and so he could do some moves and things like that. He was actually with a young prodigy who was with him, 15 years old, Caitlin West. Yeah, so she's going to be a name that people are going to be hearing about for a while. So shout out to the people of San Diego who got a really cool performance, a unique one, you can definitely say.
yeah, like this is the Nutcracker Ballet that you're not going to fall asleep through.
Yes. Hi, I'm Dana from New Jersey. I think this is so sweet. What a great core memory he's making for his family. I guess we're just saying yes to everything in 2025, but this is so cute.
For his family, but also for everyone in San Diego who got to see it. What else do you guys want to talk about?
So when it comes to the allegations of being done right now, I think as though there are several connections to resolve from the Epstein that's kind of hard to ignore. And what concerns me the most is the fact that we've become so desensitized to these types of issues as a society that it kind of just makes these things go underexplored. Okay, one more.
And the family and everyone else. I just remember me talking about Rob and Michelle Reiner. It's particularly disheartening that Rob and Michelle lost their lives at the hands of their son. They're so desperately trying to help. Especially during the holiday season, you know, my heart aches for the daughter as I can only imagine the immense pain that she's going through. And this is undoubtedly a long journey of healing and mourning for her and for everyone who loved her.
Yeah, it is going to be a very obviously painful season, a holiday season for them, and beyond. We'll see. I mean, there's going to be so much more that comes out in this time of year. But look at holiday family photos around. I think a lot of people trying to do that right now, and hopefully you are having more luck than Kim Kardashian did. Be right back.
Holy cow, It's good fun.
You know, if you're fighting the insurance companies and say car accident, it's even better to have on your side with a team of former insurance company attorneys and professionals. Let me put that down. So when I look at a case now, just remember back when I was a defense attorney, and when I felt to have that faithful privilege, so when I represent a client now, I ask myself, what does the defense attorney review? What does the industrial review? What is their next move so I can represent my clients better?
It's the December to Remember sales event right now at Lexus of Winter Park and Lexus of Orlando. Your chance to get incredible savings on your luxury vehicle, like the 2026 NX350. Finance rates as low as 2.49%, or you can pay just $449 a month. So come see our incredible selection at either location and experience amazing during the December to Remember sales event going on now. Give us a call today at 1-800-NEW-LEXUS. That's 1-800-NEW-LEXUS.
This program is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
As the old saying goes, size matters. At Morgan & Morgan, we have over 1,000 lawyers, but at the core, this is a family business.
Our family watching out for your family. Morgan & Morgan.
For the people and your family. This is always favorite.
Just get back to what I was saying.
Talking about the sandwich with the maple dressing. Good. Are you talking about mayonnaise?
That's the one pack. See everyone next week.
I was involved in a car accident that wasn't my fault. And attorney Dan Newland got me $525,000.
Do you want free internet forever? You got it. Really? We mean it. Spectrum is offering free fiber-powered internet forever. Want it? Just call this number and switch 4 mobile lines to Spectrum for a lifetime of internet you never paid for. It's not a trial. It's an unprecedented offer. So we'll say it again. Free fiber-powered internet forever. Have you called yet? Because your internet is forever. This ad ends now.
Happy holiday cash scratchers. That looks like a great gift for everyone on the list, including me.
Oh, watch out! The lottery. It's good fun.
Well, who doesn't love a good holiday family photo around the country? I'm sure a lot of people trying to do that right now. And hopefully you are having more luck than Kim Kardashian did. Because, as you can see, that's the best photo that she got there with 3 kids in. But North,
Wala ako ano yun.
leg that she's running out of frame. Saint, yeah, he eventually sat, but that's not a smile that's you want. Totally disinterested. At least Chicago and Sam were there right next to Mom. This is, I guess, the relatable problem. The part that's not relatable is that Mom is a incredibly successful billionaire, and that part we most of us cannot relate to. So, whatever your plans are, I hope you're having a great holiday season, and we will see you tomorrow.
Florida Live starts now.
Well, good afternoon to you. Welcome to Florida Live. I'm Garrett Weimer, and thanks for joining us on this Wednesday afternoon, live on Fox Local and on YouTube, and also on Fox 35 TV. It is a Christmas Eve. We've got a lot we are tracking. We're tracking travel. We are tracking Santa's journey around the globe. So we will check in with NORAD coming up in just a little bit. We've got a lot ahead of us here for this next hour. But we want to start by talking about some space and some recent shakeups that are bringing some changes along Florida's Space Coast. And so we're going to bring in Fox 35's Esther Bauer, who joins us live now via Zoom. And Esther, a lot of changes for space.
Yes, there's some shakeups underway into the new year, and you mentioned tracking Santa. I'm just wondering if we'll start moving in space, establishing settlements on the Moon and Mars, if we're going to have to start sending Santa to these places, and if he's already on the way there. But we are talking about space, and 2026 is going to have some big changes for 2 specific agencies. So first, it's NASA, our big agency has been without a set leader since President Trump took office for his second term. Now we are seeing that new leader named. The Eisenman nomination has gone through. So Jared is a tech billionaire businessman that has actually been to space himself 2 times on private missions that he fully funded on his own. So he brings that layer to the position that many, I don't think any previous NASA has had. So that's a really big pro he has going for him.
What it now?
Another concern going forward is while he brings heart, he brings passion, he brings just a hunger to see space grow, and that's really why he's gone into support in this process. Is he's going into the agency when we're talking about budget cuts. So right now, NASA's budget has been cut about 25%. That's mostly affecting science and could affect up to 40 missions going forward. So the space sources that we are talking with are saying they support Isaacman tremendously, but they are worried, does he have the resources to succeed in this position going forward? And they're really pushing him to ask the president for more funds because we are right on the cusp of heading back to the moon. Early February is when we could see the Artemis 2 crew go around the moon. So that is an upcoming milestone project. And China is on our tail. They are also trying to get back to the moon. So we're absolutely in this space race. And cutting funds, cutting resources could make Isaacman's job harder. But he is in the role. He is ready to go. And we are wishing him well as he takes over. Another thing up that we're tracking for 2026 is announced that this week the ULA CEO Tory Bruno said he was leaving after 12 years of leading the company. I've been at several events where Bruno has been there, and he's just also passionate. He loves space, he loves rockets, he loves building and seeing his technology grow, and he also loves making the public aware of what space is, where space is going, how they can be part of it. Great to work with in terms of getting information out to the media, taking questions. So this came as a shock because he's been super gung-ho and really taken ULA to new heights. Company announced this, so he's leaving, but he did not say where he's going.
All ready? Put it back in.
He had a new opportunity.
Put it back in,
still
man.
around. So that's something else we're tracking. Something
It's
else
not bad.
is the space
That's a
source
fake tool.
Oh, we'll put them back in.
need some help. They're both from that commercial space world. So could we see Bruno hopping over to now the government realm of space and helping Jared on his new goals, possibly leading a human space mission,
That's
leading
good.
one of the NASA hubs?
Yeah.
Could we see him doing that since they are coming from both the same world of commercial space, now transitioning into NASA and government space? So that's what we're talking for 2026. A lot on the horizon when it comes to space. And we know all of this takes up all of the take up fuel methods here on the space coast. So something we'll be following closely.
And all of it in the backdrop, Esther, of a huge conversation at the federal level about this kind of new space race. Focus on those missions to the moon and future to Mars.
Absolutely. President Trump just released a new directive. He's going to get man on the moon, not going around the moon, but man and woman on the moon by 2028. I mean, that is just 3 years away. SpaceX is still trying to build the lander. They are years behind on the staff. So we are in the space race. We're seeing China ramp up costs, testing, trying to get their own country back to the moon. So we are in a definite heightened space race. Congress does seem to support,
Potato
which
yun.
we don't see them agree on much
Yeah.
when it comes to both sides. But both sides really are right now supporting space, trying to make sure that all of the goals that the president and the agency has can go forward. But now it's just going to be seeing if the budget will match the support in 2026.
Fox 35's Esther Bauer, we appreciate you joining us here on the Global Live.
Merry Christmas to you. Talk to you soon.
All right, Merry Christmas to you.
But it says in a big topic, a lot of questions to what happens if this law went into effect. You can always think like first
I've got a lot of questions about these license plate frames.
The potato is good.
On vehicles.
Potato?
Sometimes
Yeah.
we've had to pull them off a lot. So bring us a lot now to explain some of this for us, break down what's okay, what isn't. We've got Captain William Doss with the Castleberry Police Department. Captain, we appreciate you joining us.
Thank you for having me.
And so let's kind of look at it here, because I know if we've been getting questions, I'm sure your police department has as well. People just wondering what's okay now. There's been a lot of stuff on social media about this.
Yes, what's the law, what's required, what am I allowed to have, what am I not allowed to have? Am I gonna get arrested for having license plate frames? We've got a lot of questions ourselves, so we're helping to, glad to be here to be able to answer some of that.
So let's take a look at some of these. And this first one here, very simple. Frame is something like this, okay.
Yes, this one will be fine, there's just a cosmetic.
Chicken.
This characters, the state can be seen, the registration detail can be seen, the state that it was issued in can be seen. So this tag passes the test, and this driver doesn't have to be worried about the law being enforced against them to that frame.
Let's go on to the other one. And one of the things with this is, we mentioned the stricter penalties. People could face $500 fines up to 60 days in jail for violations of this.
That's correct. For the transferring exterior tag, the statute was updated to make it a misdemeanor, and you can be arrested for that misdemeanor. Before, it was a traffic citation, so it is more serious. And that's why we're trying to get the education out to let people know that, hey, the department's not going to arrest you because you have a frame around your license plate. We're focused on the violations where people are intentionally obscuring the tag, intentionally hiding the tags, covering them up for nefarious purposes.
And we have seen a lot of people say, we kind of move on to the next one here, a lot of people say, well, they were concerned about this, kind of immediately pulled off their license plate frames, and this is what we're seeing here.
Yes, the final family members have said that. This is what was called a paper tag. There's no risk being sat up here, it's taken off, still already placed, everything.
I need guys.
So the main things are a license plate number and registered sticker.
Yeah, state that has certification on all of them. Responsible for maintaining those details and help everybody understand, hey, here, prepare for the chat.
Takpan muna natin.
Hey, rendering features, things like myflorida.com, we're not worried about this. We're worried about the things that make the tag unique and to think about.
And Eric, you said potentially some concern with this last one.
Yeah, this one's a risk. We depend on the officer's discretion, but as you can see here, yes, I can see the tag, it's like it's 3,000 for it. Half covered up. You have to be able to see the state. So if it was at nighttime, or maybe you would look at the officer or something, wasn't sure about the
No, it's hot.
my recommendation would be to remove that one.
Not cold in here.
Down here in the summer, champions, that's fine because it's not primary feature tag, but up here we can feel the state.
Take off the equipment.
Yes.
For various reasons. But, you know, especially because we're talking about so many different varieties of plates, not just in Florida, but in the state that could make it more difficult to identify what a state is if that's covered.
Yeah, they've got all those.
Kain guys.
Again, what we're really focused on is we're focused on extra violation, tag, steering it.
Hello?
You can't see the tag, those are violations of statute, and that's what we're also getting about.
Well, so Sam doesn't have a license plate frame on his side. Here's a flyer look at the NORAD Santa tractor. He was last spotted in Turkey, now headed toward Kyiv, Ukraine. We're going to take a break here on Florida Live.
Carolyn was out front and I was out back. Came and called both our boat. So the phone was died.
That's your brother-in-law.
I mean, I called back at 10:37, you know? Yeah, I didn't forget until I see on my way, I was like, oh shit, so I called her. She's like, it's okay, I'll let you look like that. I was on my way to work, and bam, I was too. I called him. The next day, I thought the good one is almost like lunch, we got turned down.
Going with there was clearly, no doubt, my best decision. And
Kain guys. Kanin.
If you've been involved in a car accident, I'll fight hard to win big for you too. Call me at 407
Thanks again, Dan, for winning my case. The More to Movie sales event continues at Classic Mazda in Orlando, where every vehicle is clearly marketed on best price first. For a limited time, lease the 25 Mazda CX-5 2.5S for only $209 per month for 36 months. Plus, get the new 25 CX-5 Turbo with special 1.9% APR for 72 months and no payments for 90 days.
What did you make for Christmas, brother?
For only 0.9% for 72 months.
Yeah, I have Star.
Payments for 90 days. Visit us today at ClassicMazda.com.
Hair designer created everything I had in my old closet, and so much more. Take 40% off, plus get free installation. Call 1-800-BY-DESIGN or visit closetbydesign.com.
I need 50 star.
Before I hired Morgan Morgan, I did
50.
the other places, you guys.
50 star.
I called Morgan, and they accepted me, kind of like with open arms. They offered the people, they showed me that they were for me.
Go away. Memory this time of the year, because the greatest measure of the season is how it makes you feel. The December driver sales event.
Get special offers on select Lexus IX models.
It's just Judy's greatest hits with classics like.
I don't know. I never know that.
Fox 35. And look at the NORAD sample tracker right now. So Santa headed back toward Russia right now. He was last spotted in Ukraine as he continues his travels around the world on Christmas Day. Welcome back into Ford Live here at Weimar here. And thanks for joining us on this Wednesday.
What did you make it for Christmas, brother?
13.
What?
News anchor Linda Mercado. It's always good talking with you. We appreciate you joining us today.
Nice to talk with you too, Garrett. I really hate to start with this kind of story on Christmas Eve, but we have a situation where someone who is a member of the local church, the First Baptist Church of Bonneville, has been arrested on 76 counts of possessing child porn, and this is coming from the Polk County Sheriff's Office. 39-year-old Andrew McGaffigan was originally arrested and charged with 30 counts on December 17th, but after detectives looked further at his devices, they found more illegal materials and added 46 more counts. The National Center for Missing and Endangered Children tipped off investigators that he had been downloading child porn images from his phone. And after getting a search warrant, detectives found 55 children being sexually assaulted. Once he was arrested, his phone and electronics were seized, and detectives identified 46 additional videos and images. I'm going to warn people disturbing here, but one of the videos showed a child being forced into
Too expensive, $200.
Wow. The victims in these digital files range from 6 months old to 12. Also shocking. Polk County Sheriff Grady Judd released the following statement, quote, "The suspect is the worst of the worst. He was a married man with children on his own, advocating for the sexual abuse of babies and children," Judd said. He's also active in his local church. We'll continue our thorough investigation to determine whether or not he has abused any child to whom he has access. That's the end of the quote. And so far, there have been no connections found between McGaffigan and the assault victims, but wouldn't be surprised at all if we hear more on this story at some other point. Moving on. A golf cart driver is dead after the sheriff's office told us that he drove US 92 at the Shalimar Creek Drive intersection in Lakeland before being struck by a Buick sedan on Tuesday evening. Very sad. The crash took the black club car, electric golf cart, about 50 feet across the road. And the victim, we were told, was not wearing a seatbelt, was ejected into the westbound lane of US 92. 2 people were inside the Buick, and deputies say the passenger was hospitalized with minor injuries. After the crash, investigators found several alcoholic beverage containers inside the victim's golf cart. He was pronounced dead.
Patuloy ko lang sinamaya.
The driver of the Buick was impaired or speeding at the time. The Polk County Traffic Homicide Unit is investigating this crash. All right, let's take a break and maybe talk about a little bit more uplifting. 65-year-old Eva Rich of Anastasia was facing what she believed The last holiday season, she asked me a diagnosis of stage 4 pancreatic cancer.
She cooking?
Her initial medical team.
Breakfast tomorrow for
There's
Christmas.
not much that they can do. But her daughter,
She gets 10
makes
chairs.
their way
I wanna bring some
to Florida in Largo, and that's where
for tomorrow.
gastroenterologist Dr. Muir, Ms. Rahi performed a
You have a lot of this.
that connected with
I don't bring oil there. So I bring going to Chicago
I
tomorrow.
don't even care. I was happy brought it in, just to be honest with
and a dramatically quality.
you. You know, I just go with it.
She's looking forward
I mean, he does sell a lot for me.
not think would have been possible.
If it wasn't for him, it would be hard for me to sell it, because he sells more than I do. So I gotta stay on his good side.
Or I have a family ecstatic about that too. So doctors say patients over the age of 50 with a history of smoking, drinking, or sudden onset of type 2 diabetes should stay very vigilant.
I'm watching for
Including persistent
the videos on YouTube.
unexplained weight loss. Her message
Good for the cancer, frozen blueberries.
symptoms up here, but I know you share my sentiment, Garrett, that we're very happy she gets to spend this holiday season with the people that she loves.
Yeah, what a Christmas gift. Fox 13 News anchor Linda Hurtado, we appreciate you joining us with our Tampa Connection today.
Thank you.
That's in Tampa.
Merry Christmas to you. Now for our Florida-wide forecast, going to bring in Fox 35 storm team meteorologist Laurel Blanchard, who joins us now. And Laurel, what a beautiful Christmas Eve here in Central Florida.
Great Christmas Eve for us.
Yeah, and you got the green jacket on.
I do.
Very appropriate.
Feel a little festive
I like
today. Yeah, it's out there. I was not expecting it to be that warm. And yesterday, so I visited home a week earlier than early Christmas. It's 20 degrees.
Did you put Mama?
Total two different ends of the thermometer spectrum we got going on.
Don't you love it though when you're coming back, you get off the plane and you're like, oh, this is much better.
So the crazy thing is that I wore like my big heavy sweatshirt because it was so cold when I left. It was cold on the plane, so I literally had to take off later. So I'm not complaining.
Yeah, but it is setting up to be a beautiful Christmas and Christmas weekend before that the cool down comes after that. So we're just gonna enjoy
That's fine.
this nice warm Christmas.
Warm Christmas, breezy Christmas, no snow on the radar for us here. We have a beautiful shot of our
You drinking that?
I drink it now. Because I eat the chicken.
Great shut water.
Great evening, even if you are trying to get those last.
No, I don't want to drink that.
No,
Last little bit.
nobody else wanted to drink it.
Things are going to be looking good to go.
I
And that's going to be the same for tomorrow as
Is
well. So let's bring
that's part that
holiday starting later on.
February 26th.
The water.
Down into the low and mid 60s as we head through the overnight tonight. Very pleasant evening. So even if you're traveling later on tonight, heading to the airport, things are going to be not only clear in the skies, but also clear on the roads. If you're on the West Coast, then things might get a little bit hot. But for us here in Orlando, things are looking good. Now, as we take a look at tomorrow, now, Garrett, I don't know about you, but when I was a kid, I feel like I woke up really early when I was really young, and then as I got very late, I started like sleeping in.
I'm making spring rolls, guys.
Oh yeah, I mean that's.
Huwag niyo po ano dyan, ha? Kinakamay ko na to. Malinis tong kamay ko, guys. Wala tong ginagalaw na madudumi. Nandito lang ako sa kusina. I want an egg roll. This is spring rolls.
Before I could wake them up. But I just always woke up so much. Yeah, it's hard to keep
Brother.
that excitement. But then, when you get a little older, it's like, hey, I get another.
This is spring rolls. I buy this on Manila House here in Florida. In Asian store. Itong na to pang balot. Kasi ito gusto ko eh. Meron yung iba yung yung pa-square ba yun? Yan, Merry Christmas pala guys, mga people in the Philippines. Ayan, Merry Christmas.
Warming up into the upper 70s tomorrow. It's going to be
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Santa's visiting Orlando.
Ngayon pa lang magsiselebrate mamaya yung mga tao dito. Totally yung mga tao dito, guys. Hindi talaga mga nagluluto na bunga-bunga. Ang niluluto lang yan. Hindi gaya sa atin sa Pilipinas, may lechon, may kung ano-ano pa. May mga salad, may mga ano dito, wala. Wala ka talaga dito, guys. Ito nga lang yung pang-donate namin eh. I-donate namin to sa may party na friend namin. Sa isang foreign friend, yung wife niya kasi gusto ng spring roll, so gagawa ko siya.
All-time favorite cookies. So, my wife just made them. Amy just sent me a picture a little bit ago.
How'd you do?
They look great. I haven't home to taste them yet because I'm still here, but yeah, looking forward to that. What about you?
Gagawa pa ako ng
We are a big
pang ano pala.
So there is a lace waffle cookie called Zingix that we would always leave out. And then these anise cookies that have like a sugar icing on top. Oh my gosh, one of my favorites in the holidays. And then one that my dad has messed with recently is a molasses cookie. And it's kind of like a
Merry Christmas, brother.
huge.
Merry Christmas to your mother. How's your mother, brother?
Cookie sampler here, I think, in the next little bit. Actually,
Busy-busy yung mga katauhan ngayon.
joining us here for our Florida Live forecast.
Thanks, Sarah.
As we go to break here, we're going to track Santa.
Dito ang kaibigan ng mga tao dito yung ano ng mga gift. Mahilig sa gift yung mga tao dito, namimili. Ang dami-daming tao no, sa may mall.
Fox Local and YouTube, and we'll be right back with more Florida Live after this.
What is your food for Christmas, brother?
It's zero, zero, zero. That's 0% APR, zero down, and zero payments for 90 days on new 2025 and 2026 Hyundai Tucson or Santa Fe models. Gas or hybrid. And now the 25 Palisade too. Plus lease the 2026 Elantra SE for just $189 a month for 36 months, 10,000 miles a year. So don't wait. Visit Holler Hyundai in Way Park or go to Holler.
Madikit masyado.
I'm John Morgan, and this is about family. More than 35 years ago, my wife Ultima and I started our firm with the simple goal to fight for families like yours.
What began as a small firm is now America's largest. But to us, it's always been more than just a business.
It's a family business. We understand what it means to face hard times and fight to overcome them. Every case we take.
My other sister who moms drop us is bringing us food, probably ham and chicken and potato salad and dessert. Oh!
It's the 0-0-0 sale. That's zero installation costs, zero money down, zero payments with no interest for up to a year.
Your hometown jacuzzi team makes getting your dream back a breeze. Luke, tell us more.
That's right. Folks call us every day with worn-out showers and outdated styles and colors. Cracked tiles and worse. They're ready for an upgrade.
Safety's also a big concern.
Oh, you bet.
Nice, nice.
Because Jacuzzi is such a trusted name. They know when we convert that old tub to an easy entry shower, they'll be in a safer, more luxurious bathroom in just one day.
One day. So no weeks-long construction headache?
Exactly. And our free design service ensures you get the genuine jacuzzi style and safety you want at the affordable price you need.
Go to jacuzzibathroom.com or call 800-909-9794. That's 800-909-9794. Call now.
Paano kayo guys gumawa ng spring rolls?
Have I saved enough? What about taxes, inflation, healthcare? Over at Landmark, the LifeWealth Group has the strategy
Para magiging masarap.
This the LifeWealth Group over at Landmark every week.
I was involved in a really bad wreck, and Attorney Daniel got me a check for $675,000.
Matamis.
If you've been involved in a car accident, I'll fight hard to win big for you too. Call me at 407-888-8000.
And lying close right now, the NORAD Santa tracker. Santa last spotted in St. Petersburg, Russia, now headed for Estonia as he travels around the globe on this Christmas Day in some places, still Christmas Eve here in Central Florida. Thanks for joining us on this Wednesday afternoon live on Fox Local, YouTube.
Ang sineselebrate ng mga tao dito, Christmas.
this Christmas
and
Eve,
Thanksgiving.
and sing the song Silent Night.
Magdiwas sa New Year, paputok ng sa New Year. That's it.
They are ready to steal your money even during this holiday season. Holly Sammons, President and CEO of the Better Business Bureau of Central Florida, joining me now. And Holly, it is kind of a shame that we have to be talking about scams.
Ano man to nga, ano man to man.
That is a prime time for these scammers trying to
Madikit.
take advantage of people's money.
Yes, we would know that many of us as consumers have our wallets out, and that's a prime time, to make us targets. So the best thing that we can do is be educated and be ready. Certainly we want consumers to feel comfortable spending and to enjoy their holiday season. Just with a little bit more information, we can help to protect that.
And so let's go into the naughty list here, 12 scams of the holidays.
Yeah, so number one, we have the misleading social media ads. We want consumers to be aware, to be reminded that just because you see an ad on social media doesn't mean that it has been vetted by that social media platform. It also doesn't mean, that exactly the deal
Ang dami nito, brother.
you're seeing have been.
A lot of this.
It's our job as consumers to do that checking. So make
Ako lang
sure
isang
just because you see it on social media doesn't mean automatically.
oras na las dos.
Do your homework, make sure that, if you're considering purchasing that item from that.
Ako lang isang gumagawa.
Do your own homework, go directly to.
Akong gawa, akong luto.
Also, so
Hi, my friend.
Where you see the
Insamida, annyeonghaseyo. Merry Christmas.
You send 5 gifts and you'll receive 25. We've been seeing that, for decades.
Merry Christmas.
By mail. So we want people to keep in mind, unless you know these people in person, that is not a fair bet.
The holiday apps, that's just something that it can be easy to get those in app.
Merry, merry, merry.
Yeah, there's that.
Merry, merry, merry Christmas.
An app where Santa sends you a message every day, things like that. Apps that are holiday specific, where you think it's free, you think it's fun just for entertainment, but actually you can be giving away a lot of data and potentially a lot of financial information about yourself.
With stateful collection checks, something that are a problem year round, doesn't stop this time of year. Now talk to us about the
You have a tree? No, I'm not stand the Christmas tree because
It probably is.
no kids in here. Me and my husband only.
Anyone is giving away free gift cards. And, all you have to do is click here and enter this. Again, don't ignore the red flags. If it's too good to be true, it probably is. If anyone claims to be giving away a free gift card, do all the homework you can. Don't just give it a shot because you're likely giving away a lot of value.
I have Christmas tree in the garage, but I'm not stand it.
seasonal work, but you still have to be watching out for red flags.
That's right. It's important to remember.
Me and my husband only in here. What are you doing to that, brother?
It seems too good to be true. They're paying you
And
something that's so
especially here in the US, no people coming in your house to look your Christmas tree. It's only one that is you and your husband.
spend on, that scam that we've seen over and over.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
It can look like anything from, sites that appear to be a well-known big box retailer, things like that. And when in reality, you can miss red flags that would tell you otherwise. This is a scam site.
I would, but you're too far away, lol. Maybe when I move to Florida, goods will move here, brother. Move here in Florida.
And you know that people are in the spirit.
Nice here.
With, these crowdsourcing, fundraising campaigns. If you don't know the family, if you don't know the stores.
Nice here in Florida.
If you don't know them firsthand, be very careful. Also, if an opportunity shows up on social media or by text message, to give it to a charity, do your homework before you give.
So that you're gonna help me for my garden and I help your garden too. Brother, If you're doing garden and I'm doing garden too, you're gonna help me and I'm gonna help you.
If you receive a text message that has shipping notification, and if you do click on the link and they're asking you for information, that's a huge red flag. Anyone who is sending you a package, they don't.
I grow now on the pot pepper,
Asking you for information.
chili pepper.
Just go back to the store.
The one I grow.
Go to the place where you purchased the item.
I cover it
Shipping information there.
because super cold in the evening.
But what do we need to watch out for?
Mostly counterfeit, bogus.
Lol, just make sure you tell Mr. Clean I'm brother and have on wife. Don't want to be shots accidentally.
Sell the idea of these amazing advent calendars when in all reality you may receive nothing at all. So be very careful. Shop from trusted retailers. Make sure you do your homework before you buy. You know, at this point, we're so close to the holidays, probably people aren't in the market, but we could see, you know, clearance advent calendars afterwards. And so buyer beware, they're really popular and people are spending that.
Holiday wish list items. What is it? What do we need to watch for?
The popular items, the it toys, the most popular shoes, the most popular purses, things like that. And if you can't find it anywhere, and all of a sudden, source comes to you online or by text message, and they have stock, or it's at a great deal, be very, very careful. They're going to try and lure in consumers that way.
And puppy scams.
Yeah, many people are looking to bring, you know, a furry friend
And I enjoy Facebook. I am just coming to help with the garden. Love. I'll let you know when I'm well in advance.
Really popular, really common scam. We don't want people to be taken.
No, for now, I'm not working for my garden because it's super cold in the night.
Do your homework.
Sometimes freezing.
Because if it seems too good to be true, it probably is.
Yeah, and be really careful. Also, if you're making buying decisions using your cell phone, that's a small screen. You could miss important red flags. So if
Gagawa tayo ng pang, ano,
you see a red flag, maybe save it for later. Look at it on the computer screen when you are able to be more, you know, careful about
tayo ng pandikit.
looking for your telltale signs.
Pandikit
And
face.
if you feel like it's something that you have to do now, that could also be a
Pandikit sa ating wrapper. Ito gamit ko, cornstarch. Marami na yan.
Or it's gonna be gone, it's gonna be done. That could be a red flag too.
All right, good advice. Holly Sanders, President and CEO of the Better Business Bureau, serving Central Florida. We appreciate you joining us. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.
Thank you.
Have a live look at NORAD's Santa tracker. Santa last spotted in Lithuania and headed back to Ukraine right now. This is the 70th year that NORAD has tracked Santa. So what has changed over the years and how does Santa's movements today? Fox 25 Associate Producer Raina Nieva has had a chance to speak with NORAD's Colonel Ray McLean to get those answers.
Hi, so we're going to talk about NORAD, Santa. So I understand this is your 70th year that you guys are tracking Santa. Can you tell me a little bit about how things have changed throughout the years?
So the biggest changes now are just the upgrades in technology. So where we started with a child dialing in on a hotline and just answering an old kind of like rotary dial phone. So now we can track on the internet. We've got apps available. It's not even really technological. And then our equipment from a NORAD perspective has also improved as well. So we still have a radar system. We've got higher technology, fire aircraft, and we also have some free.
Ito na lang natin lagay. Natin magawa.
Give me like a day in the life of New Year's Eve. I mean, Christmas Eve. Give me a day in the life. How does tracking Santa work?
So essentially what happens is our fabulous team of volunteers, they come in very early on December 24th, like 3 or 4 in the morning. And from there, we get the website out and our technicians here on the ops floor make sure that the radar feeds, the satellite feeds, our fighter pilots are up and they're patrolling the airspace and the approaches, and we're tracking everything coming through the airspace. And as soon as we get our first email on Santa, we make sure that that gets up on the website. So
so that everyone around the world.
Santa is coming.
As well.
Do you think I should just to do Facebook?
You guys are playing.
Yeah, nice and Facebook.
So one of the big changes for this year, which is really fantastic,
Facebook
is
is
digital translation service available.
oh, Santa is coming, oh.
Phone calls and questions and we'll go to.
She's in the North Pole.
It will be really, really good for our international audience.
Really cool stuff there in the technology they used to do this. Tracking Santa last spotted in Romania and now headed for Bulgaria. Again, these live looks from the NORAD Santa tracker this afternoon. Now we're going to take a quick break here on Florida Live. We'll talk what we're really into, so keep it right here on Fox Local, YouTube, and Fox 35 TV.
All right, Fox. Depend on us, the Fox 35 Strong Team. Wake up with me on a good day, Orlando. I'll prepare you for your day ahead, so you have everything you need before you head out the door. Today, wind down, join me weeknight on Fox 35. And know what's coming. Good morning, tonight, 10 on Fox 35. It's the most wonderful time of the year at Pollard Honda and Classic Honda in Orlando. Happy Honda Days. For a limited time, lease the 2026 Honda Civic LX with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto for only $117 per month. Plus, lease the 2026 Honda CR-V LX two-wheel drive for only $191 per month. Our associates are always commission-free, and with our 5-day 300-mile money-back guarantee, you can't buy the wrong car. Visit us today at Pollard Honda and Classic Honda.
Yan, yun yung ating pang-dikit. Ba?
And the people you see that you don't really know because it's a dog park. It's a dog park.
Aren't you like presidential?
What are you eating? What are you eating?
Tapos ilagay natin. Malaki na siguro itong isang kutsara.
It's the dog park.
Protect your pet from injury and illness with Progressive Pet Insurance.
Do you want free internet forever? You got it. Really? We mean it.
Kailangan natin maghugas pa, guys. Baka mabash na naman tayo. Mabash tayo na mabash.
It's an unprecedented offer. So we'll say it again. Free fiber-powered internet forever.
Maya, mabash na naman tayo dyan. Ay, hinipo yung kanyang lumpia. Talaga naman, guys, hipuin mo to. Hindi to siya mapurma kung di mo hipuin.
That I'm trying to inspire. You can do whatever you say, you're mine too. I feel like a hypocrite a lot of the times. Don't give up on yourself ever. Smoking, I hide it because
Ang dami pa naman nito. Ambot, hanggang kailan ako dito nakatayo. Favorite Christmas movie, ate.
Visit tobaccofreeflorida.com to find free resources to help.
I don't have favorite Christmas movie, brother. Because I love to watch action movie.
Fox 35. Giving another live look at the NORAD Santa tracker. Santa last spotted in Istanbul, Turkey. Now headed for Ankara, Turkey, where he's expected in about 25 seconds. Welcome back into Florida Live. Garrett Weimer here, and thanks for joining us on this Wednesday. It has been a busy off season for the.
Ito yung ating spring rolls. Yan. Ganito tayo gumawa. Ganyan ako gumawa, guys.
Mason Montgomery, Jake Mangum, trading them for 6 minor leaguers and a 2026 draft pick in 2 separate deals.
Bandam. No. No, it's not Bandam, brother.
Pitcher, Fairbanks, to a 1-year deal. So a lot of questions about this Tampa Bay Rays off-season and some of the moves they might make.
Gusto niyo malaman yung recipe, guys? Ano lang to? Madali lang to. Nasa kusina mo lang kung yung recipe nito. Bandam. Ang recipe nito ay tansya-tansya lang naman to. Tansya-tansya lang to, guys. Ako kasi maglumpia, lagyan ko ng spring rolls. Lethal weapon. I don't know that. Pero Bandam, I know that movie, Bandam. That's an old movie. Madami.
They're in a mode trying to collect as much
Dami.
talent as they can right now, and then they'll figure out as they get closer to opening.
Hindi masyado
functional roster, obviously.
maluto
26
yung loob nun.
players, 40 that you can kind of keep under your control, plus a couple you have a tie up.
Masarap yan guys. Lagyan ko ng, pag ako gumawa, ginalagyan ko talaga ng cilantro. Cilantro yung nilalagay ko. Nilalagyan ko siya ng cilantro. Tansya-tansya lang ko. Asin, paminta. Mayroon kasi dito ang Asian store, kaya bumili ako ng magic sarap. Lagyan ko ng magic sarap. Tsaka nilalagyan ko ng oyster sauce. Yun. Oyster sauce. Ganun. Tapos pag nagprito tayo mamaya, hatiin natin. Isang hati lang para isahan lang, yun yung tatlo. Cheese, lagyan ko ng cheese. Salt and pepper to taste. Carrots. Saka hindi ko nilaluto guys, yung pork. Yung iba kasi niluluto na bago balutin. No. Walang lasa. Walang lasang kamay pag niluto mo na yan. Papalutin. Tsaka bago mong balutin, niluluto mo muna. Hindi na magkakalasa yung kamay yung ano mo. Yes. Hindi na magkakalasang kamay yan guys. Kailangan magkakalasa ng kamay para pag ang kumain, nasasarapan. Dito yung mayroong nagbibinta dito sa food truck. Pilipina na siguro siya. Nagtitinda siya ng mga pansit, lumpia. Alam mo ba yung lumpia niya? $10. $10 siya, 10 piraso. Naputol-putol. 10 piraso, $10. Yung $10 sa atin sa Pilipinas ay ano na yan, 500 pesos. Kita mo lang. Ano talaga. Gold yung ano eh. Gold talaga guys yung price. Gold yung price. Dito. Mga pansit na yan, nilagay sa plastic. Pero ako, ginakamay ko to guys, pero ako hindi talaga ako kumakain ng pagkain na yung hindi ko nakikita ang naggawa niyan. Ako, akong sinushow talaga yung magkakalasa kamay talaga. Brother, hindi dadak alone. Magkakalasa talaga yung yung pagkain. Kinakamay eh. Lahat naman yan guys, naaano ng kamay. Paano magagawa kung di gamit yung kamay? Napakaano talaga tong iba dito yung nang babash ba? Ay, kinamay niya. Bakit ikaw ba, kumakain ka ng pagkain, na ano mo ba yung sa pagluto? Di ba ginagamitan ng kamay? Brother. Manluto lang yan sa mantika ang germs. Mamamatay din tayo sa germs. Pabubuhay din tayo sa germs. Ganun. Hindi na pasi-pasi pa tayo ba? Paano-ano pa tayo? Paarte-arte.
and allows them to stop having to be in this cycle of churning the roster whenever players get.
Kumakain nga kayo sa restaurant, hindi nga nakikita kung paano yan ginawa eh. Diba, brother? You eat in the restaurant and you never see how to cook that, how to prepare the food. People, if they wash or not.
In the short term, will we likely see some of this, business as usual though until those new revenue sources come in with the new ballpark?
I don't know. What I was told that they're going to get, the same payroll to last year, which is around 85 million.
Laki-lakihin na natin para pag sinubo. Malaki. PRB. Okay, okay. Okay, brother. Don't worry. Nandito pa rin ako naka-live hanggang sa matapos ko to. Kasi wala ako kausap.
Look, three of the biggest free agents this year on the market are local guys. Pete Alonso from Tampa, Kyle Tucker from Orlando, Boba Check is actually from, I'm sorry, from
Ang dami nito.
Pete Alonso's from Tampa, Kyle Tucker's from Tampa.
Dapat tag-isang ano lang pala. Tag-isang kutsara lang.
Right? Sign one of those guys. Hey, we're the new owners, we're doing things differently. They didn't do that. That's part of their plan to get the stadium figured out first, and then eventually expand the payroll. So I don't think you're going to see them cutting back, but I also think you did see them go out and make a splash and expand the payroll, and that would be an example of bringing back one of those local kids.
So what do they do now to fill out this roster? You mentioned the whole at second.
Hi guys. TikTok. TikTok friends.
For signing him, or what are you hearing with
Magkibo-kibo kayo dyan guys sa baba.
to fill out this roster?
Para lahat tayo maingay. Para lahat tayo dito maingay. Huwag itikom yung bibig. Magto 2026 na tayo.
Two deals that they made, right? So they certainly got that. That adds up. He's 32 years old. He comes with $100 million still owed. His contract over the next 6 years, some of it's deferred, which makes it a little easier to balance. But that seems like a pretty big ask for them to make that trade and bring him in. So finally, second baseman, either through trade or signing. Probably another starting pitcher. They were still talking about, they got one in Steven Max. They were talking about still maybe getting another one before they traded Boz. And some of that is about to help with Shane Flanagan. We talked about him on your show before. He had pitched since August of 23, a couple arm injuries that he's had to deal with. So he's a two-time All-Star. He's still young. If he comes back, that helps the rotation. That's obviously something that they can't control until they see him in the spring. And other than that, I think they still, they were looking for utility infielder. They were thinking if they could.
You wanna try to do this?
Oh, I could do that.
Yeah, you can do this.
Yeah.
You
I
can,
know I can do that.
you know?
I know I can. I'll be a professional.
Oh, you're doing that same than the one that you do.
Same thing.
Yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me if, they had another bigger move. They still have a lot of outfielders. They signed Cedric Mullins, a lot of that center field with the Orioles. They signed Jake Fraley, who has had injuries over.
Nagtabako na daw kayo. Hey, this is food.
Hey, come on. Let me roll.
No. Haluan mo pa ng kalukuhan mo eh.
They've got 7 outfielders on the roster, and now 5 left-handed hitters. That's probably not a great balance. So there still might be another move or so to come in the outfield as well.
All right, a busy offseason and more to come. Rays beat writer Mark Topkin with the Tampa Bay Times. Always appreciate you joining us, and good talking with you again today.
All right, happy holidays to everybody there.
Hey, maybe Santa will bring the Rays a second baseman. But right now, he was the last spotted in Athens, Greece, now headed for...
Tomorrow got football?
20 seconds. That's from the NORAD.
Baby?
We're going to take a quick break before the line, but we'll be right back.
Today na.
No.
The guy that came into my store last year that has had plantar fasciitis for 30 years. I helped relieve a problem that's plagued him for 30 years. I mean, how can I have a woman cost on that?
See for yourself.
free personalized hour support fitting at the Good Feet store.
I called Morgan and Morgan, pick up the telephone, you feel like you have a friend.
The team I had was like family. We kind of became friends. They're the biggest injury law firm, but they're also like family, and they're just doggone nice.
The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event continues at Holler Hyundai, home of the commission-free sales associates for a limited time. It's 0, 0, 0. That's 0% APR, 0 down, and 0 payments for 90 days on new 2025 and 2026 Hyundai Tucson or Santa Fe model, gas or hybrid. And now the 25 Palisade too. Plus, lease the 2026 Elantra SE for just $189 a month for 36 months, 10,000 miles a year. So don't wait. Visit Holler Hyundai in Winter Park or go to hollerhyundai.com today.
Do you want free internet forever? You got it. Really. We mean it. Spectrum is offering free fiber-powered internet forever. Want it? Just call this number and switch 4 mobile lines to Spectrum for a lifetime of internet you never paid for. Not a trial. It's so we'll say it again. Free fiber-powered internet forever. Have you called yet? Because your internet is forever. This ad ends now.
On my way to work at 5:30 in the morning, and bang, I got rear-ended. I knew I was going to need an attorney, and I wanted one with a winning reputation. That's why I called attorney Dan Newland. Dan and his team was by my side the whole time, and at the end of my case, I was awarded $2.5 million.
Involved in a car accident? Call me now at 407.
Monica, I know your whole family is so proud, so I am glad.
There's something flag.
On the list is violin.
Okay, season of poem. This is really nice. This holiday season is no sweat season on Hard Rock Bet. Get a no sweat bet every single day from now, all the way through New Year's Eve. Bet on the day's biggest game, fight, bowl, and more. If you don't win, you get to try again. On us, no sweat. Thank you, Santa. Tis the season to roll with us. Plus, new customers bet $5 and get $150 in bonus bets if you win.
More than 3 billion presents already delivered, and more to go for Santa. This is a live look at the NORAD Santa tractor, last spotted in Turkey, now headed for Jordan.
Madami pa.
Right now, here
Buhay ba break anay guys?
from our Hard Rock in South Canada. Not a ton of people out on the beach, but it is looking like a beautiful day out there, and the weather is going to be nice all weekend, tomorrow as well.
Kapoy ng katayo.
Workers on the beach, the beach safety team is ready and preparing for big crowds on the beach. Fox 35 assistant youth rep ready and preparing for big crowds on the beach. Fox 35 assistant youth rep with that football and had a chance to speak with Kaya.
Well, the weather's gonna be mid-70s throughout the rest of the week. The water temperature right now is 65 degrees, so it'll stay around there. Christmas Eve, we have a high tide at about 10:30 a.m. Christmas Day will be around 11:30. And then through the weekend, it's gonna be around 12:40 to 1:45. It will most likely be a red flag, but you can always check our Volusia Beaches app to see what the conditions are for that day. So yeah, just always make sure you stay up with our daily beach report, and so you're able to take precautions on what the conditions are for that day.
And just to refresh my memory, red flag is high rip current?
Yeah, high risk for rip currents.
Got it. Is that how the conditions have been over the last few days?
Yes, it's been pretty rough.
I would imagine that y'all are expecting some bigger crowds. Is there anything that y'all are doing to get ready for the holiday rush?
Yeah, so we always have our control tower staffed. Those are staffed every day from 8:30 to 5:30. And we should have some red towers out on the sand, and those are staffed from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Perfect. As far as people who are trying to, I guess, fight the crowds, when it comes to parking, is there any tips you can give anyone who's going to be heading out there?
Well, I guess just come early. For our off-beach parking spots, you have to register your car if you are a resident. If not, they have signs at each parking lot. You just scan the QR code or go to the website and you can pay there. Or go to any of our toll booths if you actually want to park on the beach.
What about the beaches themselves? We all know the major ones. We know Daytona Beach, we know New Smyrna Beach. Where would you say would be the best beach to go if you're trying to like get in without having to fight huge crowd? Like where are your beach preferences in Volusia?
I like the shores a lot, so that'll be around Belmont, Van Ave, Amelia. Those are more or less common and more local beaches, or even Ponce Inlet, anywhere like that.
Nice. Is there anything else that you think is worth bringing up that I hadn't already talked about?
Yeah, just make sure if you're going to the beach, once again, just check our app to see what approaches are open, see what towers are open, and always swim in front of the staff lifter tower.
And forget the chimney, we'll just have sand and drop presents right on the sand. He was last spotted in Cyprus, now heading toward the country of Lebanon, where he's expected in about 53 seconds, according to the NORAD Santa tracker. Really cool to see this. We've been tracking him all day, traveling across the globe, and we'll continue to track him the rest of the afternoon and the evening here on Fox 35. We are just about out of time here on Florida Live. I appreciate you joining us. I want to let you know we've got another half hour of live streaming coming up on Fox Local and on YouTube. So if you're watching us on there, no need to do anything. We're keeping an eye on travel, busy travel day. Thankfully, the weather is cooperating, and so most of the flights that we're looking at out of Orlando International Airport are on time. There are still a few delays. You're always going to have that, but for the most part, things seem to be running smoothly. We've also been keeping an eye on the parking garages, the parking situation, which you can do on NCO's website. Let me give you a quick look at that. Parking garage C is full. Valet parking at C is full. Surface lot Discovery is full. North Park Place and the economy parking is full, but everything other than that is open. So if you are going to be heading out, then that is certainly good to know. Also taking a look at security wait times, nothing too crazy. The longest wait right now, 14 to 17 minutes. So thanks for joining us here on Florida Live. No Florida Live tomorrow. We'll have a special for you in its place. So we want to wish you a Merry Christmas. Hope you have a great holiday with your family. Right now, I'll give you a live look at Daytona Beach.
It's the December to Remember sales event right now at Lexus of Winter Park and Lexus of Orlando. Get a 2026 RX 350 finance rates as low as 2.49%. Call us today at 1-800-NEW-LEXUS and experience amazing.
Our dad, John Morgan, started Morgan & Morgan with a mission to protect the people. And we've grown into America's largest injury law firm, but we're still a family business at heart. We've helped millions of families. Over 2 million families called us last year alone. We're ready to help you, too. When you're injured, trust the family that fights for families like yours. We're not just attorneys, we're a family. After all, it's our legacy. There's only one Morgan & Morgan. For the people, for the families.
It's the December to Remember sales event, and at Lexus of Winter Park and Lexus of Orlando, you can get a 2026 RX 350 for just $489 a month, and we have a great selection. Experience amazing. Call us at 1-800-NEW-LEXUS.
A growing conflict between neighbors.
We had some vines on their property. They were encroaching on the defendant's property.
The vines have been there for about 30 years.
Chairs. They don't want them there.
Can they find common ground?
They said we'd like to cut the vine off of the top of the carport.
Why didn't you pay a gardener to cut them? You were the nuisance, not them.
Judge Judy. You are about to enter the courtroom of Judge Judith Sheindlin. The people are real. The cases are real. The rulings are final. This is Judge Judy. Christy Wilson is suing her neighbors, Mark Fight and wife Kara Kelly, for purposely destroying plants on her property.
Order. All rise.
Will be start on Facebook.
Season 172 on the count of Wilson versus Fight Kelly. You're welcome.
Judge Price has been sworn in. You may be seated.
Ms. Wilson, the defendants are your neighbors, their property that touches your property. You had some vines on your property. Those vines were growing out of control. They were encroaching on the defendant's property. It is your claim that when the defendant trimmed the vines, he not only trimmed the vines that were encroaching on his property, but he trimmed the vines that were on your property as well. As you want to be compensated for that. And I assume that you have a video to show me what the vines look like. Lots of pictures. I'd like to take a look at them. How long have you been neighbors?
7 months now.
How long have you lived there?
7 months.
And Ms. Wilson, how long have you lived in your house?
5 years, 3 months.
Have any photographs for me?
Yes.
I'd like to take a look at the photographs. Very hard to see this. I'm showing you this picture. Is this your house?
No.
This is your house?
Yes.
Okay. And are these the vines that you have reference to?
What's left of them?
Okay. And do you have a picture here of what they looked like before?
Yes.
From the same angle?
Oh, similar angle.
Well, similar is not the same. I'm giving you back the pictures and showing you what the vines looked like before they were cut. And these are the vines that they're talking about.
Yes.
These. Is this the vine that you're talking about?
Yes.
Because there are vines that go all the way across. Is this the mothership for these vines?
No.
No.
So you're just talking about this one vine?
There was actually 5 of them.
Fine.
There's a other indication of it, and then it's the one. These are the ones that survived.
Listen, you have your pen, trusty pen? Great. Have her circle exactly what she's talking about. What foliage she's talking about, before and after. And put the words before and after. Circle. Don't show me a whole picture. I'm not interested in the whole picture. I'm interested in only the vine that you're talking about. Because there's lots of greenery back there, and I'm old and I don't like to get confused.
Everything to be clear. This is here. So this.
This is this.
I'm telling you now, Ms. Wilson, if you confuse Bird, you're definitely going to confuse me.
I'm not confused.
He looks confused. I've known him for 35 years. He definitely looks confused.
Give me a moment here. So this is this,
Yes.
right?
Yes. After.
Ang tawag ko sa ganito.
Okay. So this is after. This is
What rose is made of. You know?
This whole thing.
I left over my carport.
Just a second. And it looks to me as if your vine.
Pinagawayan na yung ano. Yung halaman na kumalat.
All right, great. Now I'm going to ask you some questions. So that your vine encroached on his property this much, at least, which is what I can see, to the top of, is it your carport?
Halfway up on the roof, over the carport.
Oh, so it was over your home and the carport?
Yes.
Okay. So when you moved in 7 months before, did you have a conversation with Miss Wilson about the vine?
It was a Wednesday prior to that, so it was the 27th of May.
And who had the conversation with Miss Wilson?
I had the conversation. I approached them. She approached me in my carport.
Just a second. You approached them, why?
We were having a spring cleanup in the park, and between our carports was some sagging lattice. And I inquired if we could remove the sagging lattice, and they said yes. And at that point, they said we would like to cut the vine off of the top of the carport. And I said that would be fine, but I would like to keep the privacy that's there, and don't cut it off the fence, and try to keep it so we still have the beauty and the privacy. And they agreed that they would not damage it, and I went, okay, that they would just take it off.
Just a second. Yes. Why didn't you pay a gardener?
What you gonna do? Gonna done,
Because after
When Judge Judy Rancel doon yung bad Filipina, what you gonna do when you Judge Judy Rancel? I like Judge Judy.
when they said to you.
I like
you have
Judge
certain
Judy.
restrictions, and your restrictions were, I like my privacy.
I'm always watching the.
I know it there, but some you don't, so you have to promise me. that
I'm
you're
always
not gonna
watching
hurt me
the
Because I like the privacy, why don't you say that, listen, that's my responsibility.
TV
My
something.
property, because I like the property the way it is.
I like
the
Judge Judy.
privacy, And since it's wrong for me to allow my.
If you're wrong, you're wrong.
I will take care of having the vines cut and removed from the top of your home and the top of your carport.
The vines have been there for about 30
And
years.
she's a very good lawyer.
And they've already explained to you that they don't want them there.
Very smart lawyer.
Responsibility to take 30 years worth of growth off their property. You didn't do that. You can't complain to me that.
She's a very smart lawyer.
No way. No way. That's your responsibility. I've had homes for years. Something on my property is encroaching on a neighbor's property, and I want to maintain it the same way as it looks now. Then I say, you know what? I'll get a gardener, or I'll do it put your hand down. I'll get a gardener, or I'll do it myself. They would be nice. I wouldn't have been so nice. I would have said, chop it off. I don't care how I chop it off. It's going to get off my house. It's encroaching on my house. Bugs come, ants come, vermin come. That's where they live, in vines. So this one said, your vines were destroyed. That comes to the category of too bad. If you wanted them maintained a certain way, you should have removed them from their house.
He stood on a ladder, reached down and chopped them my yard.
Remove them from your house. As soon as your neighbor said to you, we don't like your vines crawling up our house. Fine, I'm sorry. When I take down the lattice, I'm going to have it taken care of. I'm going to have a gardener come in and have them remove them and take them away. And it'll cost me $500, but I will do that. Then you would have had it done the way you liked it. Goodbye.
The boy. Done.
All points in the matter, Lozano versus Rodriguez.
Hello, Kanal Uto. Happy New Year.
April Lozano is suing her husband's cousin, Lily Jo Rodriguez, for the return of furniture she stole from her.
Ms. Lozano, the defendant is your husband's cousin. And it's your claim that some 2 years ago, you and your family, including your husband and children, moved in with the defendant. You found yourself in a situation where you didn't have a home. Yeah. Because you went to her home. 2 years later, you're suing her because you say she kept some of your furniture. She says she has none of your stuff. Whatever was there, you abandoned when you left. She got rid of it. She's got a counterclaim that's also 2 years old. Now, who's this?
This is her sister. This is my witness to the furniture that had gotten moved out.
Where's your husband?
He couldn't make it, so she came in instead to fill his spot. But she saw my furniture get moved and everything. She helped her sister out in disposing the furniture.
When did you move out of her house?
August 3rd, when we had our incident with the police.
August 3rd?
Of 2012.
2 years ago?
Yes.
And how long did you live in her house?
3 months.
Why?
I lived there because the home that we were moving to wasn't ready yet, so a couple more months. So we went ahead and moved all our furniture there just to kind of buy us time until the home was ready.
Right. You want to tell me what happened in the beginning of August when you moved out?
What happened was my daughter, she had came to me personally and told me that Lily Jo had put a knife out on her, which is one of the main reasons why I did not.
Just a second. And how old is your daughter?
She's 7.
So assuming this hearsay I'm listening to, right, your daughter came and told you that the defendant took a knife.
Yes.
A knife on her, pointed a knife.
Yes.
So what did you do? What did you say to her?
I told her that it was going to be okay, that Lily Jo was going to no longer watch her, and that
Okay, so Miss Rodriguez was also watching her?
She did. She watched them twice.
Why?
Because she had children of her own, so she told me, let me watch them and whatnot, and then that's when that incident happened.
Let me watch them?
Like,
where were you?
I was at work.
So she was babysitting while you were working?
Yes.
And your husband was working?
Yes.
And how many days did she do that?
Just twice.
And who watched them the other times?
I would take them to work with me because I worked in childcare at that time, and now I have my own business in childcare. So they would go with me to work in the daycare.
Oh. Yeah. So this second time she watched them, let me just start with the second time she watched them, your daughter complained about her actions to you.
Yes.
So what did you do?
Well, I actually talked to my husband and we decided to go ahead and just kind of like slowly move some things out because things were starting to progress and that was kind of like the last straw for us.
What do you mean? I don't understand that. That's a lot of mushy talk. You started to move things out where?
In my vehicle, I actually loaded some clothing because I was gonna try to get some of my stuff because we wanted to move out.
So where?
We were gonna actually move to the house already, things are gonna be ready. So we're gonna move my furniture and some of these out, but I only had a chance to get my clothing. I didn't get a chance to get anything else because then Miss Rodriguez showed up in a hurry in her vehicle and trying to grab the keys out of my hands for the back apartment.
This doesn't all sound really right to me. Something's really, really off here.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
Why did you sue her in 2012?
Because she made this threat that this is how we roll with the gun in our hand.
Miss Lozano, I don't believe anything you tell me.
And later today,
When you're married, you have community property, you have joint debts, you have joint assets. We don't have that for almost marrieds, unfortunately, so I don't have to deal with that.
Around the clock, depend on us, the Fox 35 Storm Team. Wake up with me on Good Day Orlando. I'll prepare you for your day ahead so you have everything you need before you head out the door. When day winds down, join me and pick back on Fox 35. So know what's coming. The morning, tonight, 10 on the Fox 35.
Here's what I want everybody to do. Get out your insurance policy, go down to the declarations page and see if you have uninsured motorist coverage. And if you don't, get it. Look, if you want to learn more about this or any of the things that I talk about, follow me on social media.
Oh, you want to put the heavier items on the bottom. That's setting Goose job, right? Young homeowners love to get involved with everything.
Latte for Jan?
We got a latte for Jan. I mean, you don't work here. Latte for Jan?
Ooh, I think the chicken marsala. Ooh, I would not have that.
Julie. Jan, Jan as in January. Canned goods.
Maka-unshok na naman.
Beer, and probably sandwich cookies.
Progressive can't protect you from becoming embarrassed, but we
Sa
can
unshok.
when you level with us.
Could be Jan, I guess. Jan?
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan and Morgan. My husband John and I started this firm over 35 years ago. We started Morgan and Morgan to help families in need. And as the firm aged, so did our family. All three of our boys are now attorneys at the firm, helping the injured of this country by giving them back their dignity. That's our family legacy. If you're injured, call us. We aren't just America's largest injury firm. We're your family's firm. ForThePeople.com.
There's no place like home for the holidays, and no place like the Jeep Wrap-Up the Year sales event for great deals on the most capable Wrangler ever, or the most luxurious vehicle in its class, the Grand Cherokee, from the most awarded SUV brand. Hurry in today and wrap up the year with no monthly payments for 90 days. Jeep, there's only one. Or right now during Jeep Wrap-Up the Year sales event, well qualified current SCA lessees can lease the 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee El Laredo for $379 a month. Don't miss this great offer. See your local Jeep brand dealer.
When you've been involved in a car accident, you are absolutely going to have a lot of questions, and you're free to call me at my office and discuss it with you. But if you feel more comfortable, look, go on my live chat, or follow me on social media because I do cover a lot of topics.
Closed captioning is provided by
Seeing signs of aging? Before you try drastic measures, try new Olay Regenerist. Now upgraded with triple collagen peptides, Olay targets the root cause of aging, weak cellular bonds, and strengthens them from within. 97% saw visible results. Firmer, lifted, more radiant skin. For dramatic results without drastic measures, there's new Olay Regenerist. Only Olay.
Real cases, real people. Judge Judy.
April Lozano says her husband's cousin, Lily Jo Rodriguez, owes for the return of stolen furniture. Lily Jo is countersuing for property damage, assault, and slander.
All right. According to your complaint, you left all your furniture there 2 years ago.
Yes.
Okay, so you moved into a new house with no furniture. And now I assume you have furniture.
Yes.
In September of 2012, where were you?
I was in my home already, and I had noticed that she had already posted some stuff on Facebook of my furniture.
Why did you sue her in 2012?
Because my husband was telling me just to wait since it was cousins, or whatnot. But then the next year, she just kept bashing and kept putting more stuff on Facebook of my furniture. And she just kept putting things like she doesn't care about me and all this stuff. And then she even made this threat that this is how we roll with the gun in our hand.
Miss Lozano, I don't believe anything you're telling me, and I don't care, actually, after 2 years. If you were interested in getting your furniture back, because you now have a fully furnished house, and if you were sincerely interested in getting your furniture, you would have come to court, and exactly as you did now, 2 years ago.
Well, she is violent. She's threatening.
You think the last 2 years,
Yes.
just a second, you think the last 2 years made her less violent?
No,
So then why are you coming now?
because the time in August, I have a CPS report that she had called against me and my family, and she had stated that my children were getting abused.
Just a second. What year?
2012, August.
Why didn't you sue her in 2012? It's my question. If she kept your furniture in 2012,
Because of this, John.
just a second, if she kept your furniture in 2012 and she made a report
Yes,
in 2012,
yes.
why are you waiting until 2014 to bring it to court?
Because I have a daycare that I just opened up, and I was afraid that she was gonna be threatening and calling licensing towards my center, because
That's not a reason. Yes, so now. Not a reason. Now let's get to your stupid council plan. Stupid. Let's see your council plan.
Well, actually, I'm not defending or commentating.
Great. Then I can say goodbye to both of you. Goodbye.
And now, the next case. All parties in the matter of Mounts versus Pullen. Step forward.
Crystal Mounts is suing her ex-boyfriend, James Pullen, for half the cost of the camper and camping spot, the return of property, and stolen money.
Ms. Mounts, you and Mr. Pullen lived together for a period of time. How long, Mr. Pullen?
3 years.
And you have one child.
Actually, I have more than one child. We have one child that we raised together.
How many children do you have?
I have 8.
How many live with you?
None.
Mr. Pullen, and you, when you say you raised the child together, when you met, you were already pregnant, according to you. And you have a daughter whose name is Savannah. And Mr. Pullen and his mother are raising that child. Now you've separated, is that correct?
Off from day one.
And you agree with that? Correct. Do you see Savannah?
Yes.
How often?
Every other weekend.
Judge, I didn't know that it was going to be a case about this. I would have brought documentation to prove. Since September, she's seen her daughter 3 times.
Okay, got it. It's not about this, it's about my understanding what's going on here. And Ms. Mounts, just for my information, I assume that you pay child support.
I'm currently unemployed.
So the answer is you don't pay child support. Correct. This is what you want. And you two of you were never married. Also correct?
Correct.
Okay, here's your claim, twofold. You say first, when you were together, you had a camper, and you participated in paying for that camper. Now that you're no longer together, you want half the cost of the camper, because he's still using the camper, and you want property that you left inside the camper. But in addition to that, you prepaid the campsite for 2 years, so you wanted to pay back for that.
For 1 year of it, yes.
1 year. You don't get any of that.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
And you have an order of custody for her
Guardianship?
through the courts.
Yes.
You get any money from the state.
No.
Does your mother?
No.
That's not an answer.
Why wait to get the Jitterbug Flip? It's easy to use and comes with plans as low as $14.99 a month. Call 1-800-410-5700 today. The Flip has big buttons for easy dialing, one-touch speak dial for quick access. Plus, you can add urgent response for help in emergencies. So why wait? Call 1-800-410-5700 now and get the easy-to-use Jitterbug Flip. Plans start at just $14.99 a month.
1 sheet of Bounty versus 1 sheet of the next leading brand. 1 sheet of Bounty is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less, making your roll last even longer. But Bounty doesn't stop there. Each sheet has an overtime texture that's thicker than the next leading brand. And holds
Big watcher thumb.
even when wet. Get more done with 1. Bounty, quicker picker up. America's #1 trusted paper towel.
With light steps, Skechers Sleepings. Firewall shoes are useless. With Skechers Sleepings, I just step in and they're on. Right, Skechers Sleepings.
Gold Bond Louise Touch says everything. It says, I see you. I feel you. And I love you. Gold Bond,
Get in touch with Irresistibly Touchable Skin.
Happy holiday cash scratch-offs. That looks like a great gift for everyone on my list, including me.
The Lottery. It's good fun. It's the December to Remember sales event at Lexus of Winter Park and Lexus of Orlando with some of our best savings of the entire year, like the 2025 IS350 Escort. Finance rates as low as 2.49%, or you can pay a low $399 a month. But whatever you do, don't miss the savings. Come see us today at either location, or you can just give us a call for our best price. That's 1-800-BIG-LEXUS. Visit us online at Lexus of Winter Park and LexusofOrlando.com.
When you're injured on the job, you need more than just a workers' comp lawyer. Many times, your injury is because of a defective product, and our team of product lawyers will bring a claim against the manufacturer. Other times, you need to file for Social Security. Finally, your employer could try to retaliate if you bring a claim, and our employment law team is ready to slap them back hard. You can count on us. There's only one Morgan & Morgan for them.
Monster Jam. The fun begins at the park where you can hit the drive and see the trucks up close. Get your
Yeah. Brother. Napagod na ako, guys. Pagod na ako.
Of course, my sister was
I'm tired, I'm tired.
I see. Have you ever tried Mike's Amazing?
Kanina pa ako nakatayo dito.
I enjoy the sandwich.
Dami kasi, dalawang Dalawang anong tawag nito? Pound. Pound. Ano yan sa Pilipinas? Kilo ba yung pound?
Happy holiday cash scratch-offs. That looks like a great gift for everyone on my list, including me.
The Lottery. It's good fun.
Real cases, real people. Judge Judy.
Crystal Mouse is suing her ex-boyfriend, James Fuller, for half the cost of a camper and
I'm tired.
the return of parking.
I'm tired, brother. Look at this.
We have marrieds, we have almost marrieds. We do not have courts that deal with almost
After this, I gonna cook.
You have community property, you have joint debts, you have joint assets.
I wanna cook this after this, brother.
Unfortunately, so I don't have to deal with that. So the only part of your claim that I'm going to deal with is as follows. You say that you took out a car loan, and that car loan was for $16,500. And that was in May. That was in May of this year. And then you took that car loan now, that's $16,500, and you deposited it in your bank account. Correct. First, I would like to know the name of the company that gave you $16,500 if you're not working.
At the time, I was working.
In May. Correct. Were you paying support in May?
I have paid child support.
Were you paying support in May?
Yes, Your Honor.
How much and to whom?
$100 a month, and it was through the Child Support Enforcement Unit of Jefferson.
Now, that was in May. So we're talking about just a few months ago, right?
Correct.
When was the last time you received child support from Miss Matz?
Never.
Why not?
They received.
She's collected child or social services all her life. I don't know what goes.
Do you work?
I do, yes.
And you're supporting Savannah?
Yes.
Let's be very clear, Mr. Pullen. Not that it's necessarily relevant, I'm going to get back to $16,500 that you put in her bank. Is Savannah in foster care?
No.
Do you have an order of custody for her?
Guardianship?
Through the courts?
Yes.
Is it a subsidized guardianship? Is it a subsidized, you're a very smart man, Mr. Pullen, you know what that means. You get any money from the state.
No.
Does your mother?
No.
Oh, that's not an answer.
No. She gets medical, that's it.
Judge Judy continues. Closed captioning sponsored by Liberty Mutual will customize my car insurance, so I only pay for what I need. What a great day. Oh, no. What a mess up.
Only pay for what you need.
Before you try drastic measures, Try Neural Regenist, upgraded with triple collagen peptides to strengthen cellular bonds from within. For firmer, lifted, more radiant skin. Only Olay.
Real cases, real people. Judge Judy.
Welcome to AMSCO. Hey, catch fast. You need a photo ID and probably come and check me account info. That work? Perfect. Well, I have an answer by tomorrow. More like this.
$54,000. No credit check.
I call Morgan because of how large of a firm that they are.
They're the biggest injury law firm, and they cut through the red tape and they get things done.
They weren't gonna take guff from my employer.
Morgan thought very hard. I was amazed.
At West Shore Homes, we make it easy to knock out your bathroom project while saving big. Schedule at westshorebath.com to have someone out as early as tomorrow and lock in your savings. Buy a full bathroom model and get a shower and a second bathroom absolutely free. Schedule now to make sure you don't miss out on these savings. The best part is we only use our crews of highly trained employee installers for each project, and we're ready to help you next. Buy a full bathroom model and get a shower and a second bathroom absolutely free. Just head on over to westshorebath.com to get started.
When the magic of Disney meets the beauty of the Bahamas, two vivid destinations away. Soak up the ease of paradise at Disney Castaway Key. Dance to the beat of a vibrant retreat at Disney Lookout Key at Lighthouse Point. And immerse yourself in the distinctive magic of Disney on whichever island you choose to visit. Disney Cruise Line.
I was rear-ended by a reckless driver. I called the trainer for ambulance and he got me $500,000. And that money is really gonna help me.
Involved in a car accident? Call me now at 407-888-8000.
Thanks, Sam.
Hey, you guys see Hard Rock Bet has new promos dropping daily?
Don't say my name.
Oh, sorry, John. We were saying that Hard Rock Bet has new promos every day.
Oh, okay, cool. No worries.
So, any good daily promos?
Yeah, we should stop it.
Are you sure you didn't say my name?
Yeah.
A lot of good daily promos, actually.
I know, I heard my name.
Bet $5 and get $150 in bonus bets if you win. Amanda is about to have a big, unexpected meal. Amanda's mom can help, but her daughter's independent.
I got that. Get $52,000 in minutes. New credit check.
When life happens, there's Amscot.
Have you been cheated? Go to judgejudy.com. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.
So she says that she got the $16,500. She put it in her bank because she was going to buy a new car, and you emptied it out of her bank. Did you ever do that?
She's a convicted felon. No. No.
Did you take money out of her bank?
No.
Did you take money out of a joint account?
Never had an account together at all.
Prove it.
Your Honor,
Prove it.
I was told by the bank that they would not give me anything because the account was in both of our names and she has since taken me off of the account.
Show me that you put money into it. Show me where you got the money to put into it.
It was through the bank.
Goodbye, Miss Mouse. Goodbye.
Step up. Judge Judy continues in a moment. And on the next Judge Judy.
My opinion's the only one that counts.
He still loves me. He wishes we could work things out.
I was a mother, but that was 8 months ago.
Drop that.
Her true colors and the true person she is.
Tired down, guys.
Well, the child's in my hands and well taken care of.
Learning something about business? I am. Yes.
A new party planner gets on the job training.
How many people did you originally tell her that you planned on having? And how many people did you end up having? A little more than that. You see, it's all very loosey-goosey.
And the paycheck is never guaranteed.
You sent me a white car for $85. Sounds pretty reasonable. How much did you pay her?
Judge Judy. You are about to enter the courtroom of Judge Judith Sheindlin. The people are real. The cases are real. The rulings are final. This is Judge Judy. Are
property planner Kelly Goodwin is suing the former friends, Donna and Thomas James Mullen, for failure to pay for services rendered for Donna's 40th birthday party.
Order, all rise. Six and 36 on the calendar now, Goodwin versus Mullen.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Mr. Price.
Hi, see you over on Facebook. See you, brother. Thank you so much.
Services for the defendants, whose birthday was it? Was your 40th birthday? And you were not paid, correct, which was who did you have discussions with?
Initially, I had a discussion with Mrs. Mullen.
And he was starting a new business.
I was.
And the new business was a party planning business.
Yes.
On what date did you have these preliminary discussions with Mrs. Mullen?
Mrs. Mullen contacted me on social media around May 31st. I met with her.
Do you have a copy of that email?
I don't have it with me. No, not the initial.
I'd like to see it, please. Thank you.
Dagko na yung iba.
So this says, hey girl, so glad you are walking in your purpose and gifts.
Ay, thank you so much, guys.
And yes, you have my